for like 3 to 5 to 10 minutes, man. I'm not late. You're all just early. You're just early, okay? I'm not late. I'm not late. I've got a loading screen. Who does 10 minutes? I don't know. Somebody in my dreams? Thank you! Winston for the super! Thank you, Sign, for the super! Thank you, Onair, for the 6 months! Good morning! Good morning to you too. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good night. Good yeah, anything. Hold on, I've got a DM from Sakura. Thank you, Edgar, for the super. Just got off my night shift as you went live. Well, hello, welcome. Welcome back from work. Thank you, DZ, for the super. Lynn, lesbian. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm not getting fired. Hold on, my boss DM'd me. I'm not getting fired. Okay. I'm not getting fired. Good news. I'm not getting fired. Tells Fishman we want a Jerry plushie. Hey, Fishman. They want a jelly plushie. Hey. Yeah. Is this your first playthrough? Yeah, this is my second episode. First playthrough. Lumi is literally your wife? Then why don't I have a green card, huh? Why am I still stuck here, man? Oh my god, hold on. Hold on. I'm streaming. I'll get back to you. Okay. I didn't miss a meeting! Yeah, I didn't miss a meeting. Sorry, the meeting hasn't happened yet. Oh my god, you made me think I actually missed a meeting. I would be getting, I'll be getting scolded a lot harder if I actually missed a meeting. Anyways, today we are playing KATAWA SHOUJO. You got scolded? No, I don't think I've ever been scolded before. I think I'm good. Yeah, today we're playing KATAWA SHOUJO! Second episode! I don't remember where we were, so... It's gotta be this one, right? Okay, what was this? What was it last time? Oh yeah, Kenji started talking to me, and then I was like, I can't fit in, and then I had this, I talked to this one girl. I scared the woman away at the library. Okay. Okay, I get it. Kenji. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. I like the light blue one. You're not gonna get me this time. Phase fans play KATAWA SHOUJO every stream. Yeah, every collab is like a new episode of KATAWA SHOUJO. Anyways, I feel very tired this morning. Got any birches yet? I've got no birches. I've never gotten a single birch in my life. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed. What am I getting pings on my phone? What did I even buy? I don't remember what I bought! start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today's going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I've decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. Yeah, I don't really like, Shizune and Misha. So, yeah. Oh, I remember what I bought now. Okay. Stop buying cigarettes. I'm not buying cigarettes, okay? I wouldn't put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do. So the situation is convenient for me. I don't know how somebody who doesn't talk can be annoying. Shizune's alright, I don't know. I thought Shizune was a very, very shy girl, but she's a lot less shy than I thought, you know? I mean, I should have saw it coming, because she was, she wouldn't be, like, class monitor or something for nothing, I guess. Not very demure, not very not very girlish, not very what are the buzzwords that come with demure? Mindful, not very mindful. This is so stupid. Not very demure, not very mindful. Cease with the zoomer nonsense? How else am I gonna fit in? And how else am I gonna get you guys to stop calling me a hag? Yeah? Not very feminine? About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. I turn my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now, there's no escape." Looking at the thumbnail stream, I wish you would pick the one with round and glasses. She looks cute, so don't be harsh with her. Ha ha ha! Good one! You're not getting me twice, alright? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Hee-chan, it looks like we're together again. Yay, yay! Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Did you just play this game so we associate you with being in school? No, just because I'm playing a game about disabled people doesn't mean I'm disabled. This is literally Twitter logic. Thank you, Spectacle, for the 3 months. Zoljimir? I don't even know what you're saying. Thank you, Mirak, for the 50! Thank you, Mirak, for the 50 super! Thank you, thank you! You don't smoke like you don't swear. Yeah, exactly! You're right! I don't smoke like I don't swear. You're right, that's true. I don't smoke, nor do I swear. Smiley face. Yeah, not a single swear ever. Yeah. Never said the F word in my entire life. Never, No. Thank you, Cosmic Electro, for the 6 months. Never once. Never twice. I swear, in Jesus' name, I put my hand on the right side of my body like I'm pledging. Swear to God, on your mom's dead body, I don't swear. Do you have your fingers crossed? I cross my toes, my fingers. Yeah, I would never do that. Thank you, Lemon, for the 5 months. But yeah. Yeah, alright now. Yeah, we're good. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. What's wrong, Hee-chan? Oh, Hee-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, Hee-chan. We were talking about it after you left. And it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early. Right? Right? Leave my out. RB caught you swearing and cursing with this clip. I like the clip a lot and I'm addicted to it now. What clip? I don't know what clip you're talking about. You must be, high. You know drugs are bad, right? It's just as bad as swearing. You should not confuse the things that you hallucinate up when you're high with real life. I'm so happy you two were able to have a laugh at my expense. And even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. I'm gonna need some G'd. Some G. You can't keep doing that! When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Huh? Who, Hee-chan? Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Hee-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Hee-chan. Why not? Shi-chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lilting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Hee-chan. By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been citing everything she's been saying this whole time. What, Shi-chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not gonna say that. What? Why does she not like her? She doesn't like her? You said it anyway. Thank you, someone, for the super. Jelly. I know, Hee-chan. It's fine of you over here. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time? So there is never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hee-chan. Hey, what the heck, man? That's messed up, Jerry. What? We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food so far has been subpar. Such as every cafeteria in schools. You're starting to see why nobody likes Shizune? Is she like possessive? 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 This sends Shizune and Misha arguing amongst themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. Implying having a cute possessive girlfriend is a bad thing? Bro, I ain't even dating her and she's being possessive already. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. I say, as a Vtuber. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with a lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks. The ones with actual box lunches mixing and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I'd better say something. Hey there, Hanako. Hisao. Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and thought I should get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks up at me, I notice her scarring once more. Oh, she's cute when she looks forward! Oh, she's cute when she looks forward! Ah! It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. Oh my god, she's doing the pose! Sorry, I'm just obsessed with people who do this pose. My bad. When you like cover one side of your head. Well, yeah. I know it's not Chuni, but like, this particular pose when you cover like one side of your face with like your hand, there's like this. This just sends like this electricity through my veins and into my brain, and then I just, my heart skips a beat. I'm sorry, my bad. That's okay. It was my fault. Nah, that wasn't anyone's fault. It just kind of happened. Neurons activated? Have you found best girl? I haven't met like half the other girls yet, so I wouldn't know. Is there like a harem route where you date every single girl? Is this related to why you like the Andrew pose? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Watching JoJo must be really hard. Man, I dropped JoJo at the what is that? At the what's that? What's that thing again? Where is that? Paris? It was before the woman. Italy. Okay, Italy. Yeah. I dropped JoJo at the Italy episode. I didn't. There was like no. I didn't feel like watching anymore. You know, I didn't feel like continuing. Cause I don't know. It felt like the men just got less and less buff and more soy. Like they just started getting twinkified. And then I was like, oh my god, there's a woman one? That's like the maximum, that's as twink as you can go. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I liked my buff JoJo's. I didn't like my soy JoJo. I didn't like the soy JoJo's. It just didn't feel like JoJo anymore. If I wanted to watch twinks, I could have just watched like Oran High School Host Club or something like that, you know? Like if I wanted to watch buff guys, I would watch JoJo. But if I wanted to watch twinks, I would go. I don't know. So, are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. I didn't even watch Orange High School Host Club. Sorry, guys. I'm a fake female. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily the blind girl? Hanako only nods in response. And I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities and faux pas of the worst kind or just normal here. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. She's so demure, so mindful. I should kill myself. Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense, Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha, even when you can see whose hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I'm first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. Lily! Ah, Hanako! Good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as to confirm she can't hear them, even though that's impossible. I suppose we'd best be off then. Why? Why is there drama? Drama? Lily's sigh and tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. This is the first time you're playing this, Jelly? Yeah! It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, then they would tell me. Drama in high school? There's drama! It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that the school has little feuds, just like my old high school. Thank you, Lee Super! Best girl's the one that narrates Jelly. Aww! Thank you! Even if people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey, Lily! How are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday. Oh my, is that Hisao? I didn't realize you were here. It seems that Lily is a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me. Hey Jerry, can't believe I'm late. You are now banished. Go stand in the corner, young man, for being late. Sorry, Lily. I thought you realized. No, it's alright, Hanako. Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. If you say so, I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you're feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I'll remember that. Lily... Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologies really made any impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hums quietly, still smiling. I'm sure that we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then me, and then she freezes, wide-eyed. Sure. Doesn't this make me a bad person? Doesn't this make me like a bad person? Like pretending, like being friends with a girl just because I want to get with her? Doesn't that make me a bad person? You were already a bad person? Okay, does this make me a worse person? Since when has that mattered to you? So true. No? Because it's like befriending somebody with ulterior motives. Right? Oh, that's how men go about the game. But if this girl ends up having a boyfriend, then I would stop trying to be friends with her. Isn't that terrible? Don't you actively look for guys just to date them? What? What? Where'd you get that from? Why are you what? Why are you spinning my words like that? Get it twisted? Don't get it twisted. Would you? I mean, dude. I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know, man. I have like zero experience in these things, so I wouldn't know. You kind of have to be friends before you can date someone in the first place. Yeah, true. But does it make you a bad person if you like be friends with a girl because you want to date her, and if she gets a boyfriend in that period, you stop being friends with her? Does that make you a bad person? Bro, how am I supposed to know this? No? No? I just common sense. Bro. Okay, I guess you're right. Maybe. I'd rather be bad than an incel. Okay, fair. That's fair. Might make you a shallow person? Only if her having a boyfriend is why you stop being friends? No, yeah, like she gets a boyfriend and then you're like, okay, I don't want to be friends with her anymore because I can't be with her anymore. I don't know. I actually genuinely don't know. I don't mind either. I guess I don't see. I'm just thinking. I'm just asking because I've seen people on Twitter say it like it's a bad thing. That's a bad person? I have no clue. What if you just can't be friends with her anymore because you really like her and being around her hurts knowing that she's dating somebody already? People say a lot of garbage on Twitter. I know. That never happened. Women on Twitter thinking they're attractive. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. I don't know. I don't have that experience of like really like liking a dude, like to the point where I would like, you know, like first glance. What? Love at first glance? Sorry, love at first sight. Love at first sight. I guess I felt it with like fictional characters, but like I've never like seen a guy and been like, oh my god, it's him, he's him. just trying to see it from your perspective, you know? It's called infatuation. Isn't infatuation like temporary? I don't think that's a common thing IRL. Oh, really? Oh, a woman wants some time to get to know a guy, right? I think it's because like I don't find like real living breathing people that attractive, so I don't have that like first sight fall in love cute moment. So like I don't know. Looks don't really matter that much to me, I guess. I guess the only instance I've ever experienced of this was with fictional characters. Love at first sight isn't real. It's not! Love is something that you develop. Love at first sight is just finding someone hot. I guess I mean, I find them hot, but I find them, you know, conventionally hot. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's like this hotness that's conventional. Like, you're like, yeah, this guy is conventionally good looking. You know what I'm talking about? Like footballers, like Gordon Ramsay. Like conventionally hot. Ryan Gosling. Ken. No, not Gordon Ramsay, the footballer. No, like that one footballer. I forgot his freaking name. I forgot his name. What is his name? Why'd you pick Gordon Ramsay first? Because he's a conventionally good-looking guy. Messi? Ronaldo? One of them, man! It's one of them. One of them? And then there's the other guy. I guess actors are also conventionally good. David Beckham? Yeah, that guy is good. And, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, he's like, you know, it's like, you're like, you look at this guy and he's like, you're like, yeah, this guy is, when you look up attractive male or like handsome man in the dictionary, it's probably this guy. But like, I don't feel anything, you know? It's like, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. It makes me feel like I'm gay, you know? Oh yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty hot. That's how straight guys feel? Like, you guys look at these... Do you... I need to ask this question. You're all male, right? You're all male, right? Do you look at these males and go like, yeah, these people are conventionally good looking. But you don't feel anything. It makes me feel gay. It makes me feel gay. Like, am I supposed to feel anything? Yeah, you go, he's definitely attractive. Right! 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 They're just guys I strive to become. That's it! That's literally it! That's literally it! Oh my god! I wish I were him! That's literally... Oh, it's literally it! That's it! I wish I were him! I missed that one. Those guys are the guys you go like, I wish I were him. Like, I want to become him. Looking at another man is a sin, but I'm not gay. You feel gay because you're 53% male? No, I don't feel gay. Wait, what? What? God, I wish I was a dude. Man! I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Now you know why we relate to Ryan Gosling? He's literally me. He's literally me. but I want to be a cute girl too. You know, it's either I'm like a buff guy or like a cute girl. I don't want to be a soy boy. Why would you want to be a dude? Is that not cool? Is being a dude not like so cool? Then you won't be invited to face sleepovers? But I'm not gay. Declining after the deal is sealed will only cause confusion and problems. So we leave, all three together. Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she's practically half hugging as they go. You need to experience this sad girl off collab. You know, it's like a $2,000, $3,000 flight both ways. I don't want to pay that. That's like monthly salary, man. I don't want to pay that. I don't want to. It's just not worth it, man. And being there for like, what, 5 days? If I were to spend a $3,000 flight, it would be at least 2 weeks. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little and my vision briefly goes black. When I snap my fingers, you will forget you were gay. Ah! I'm now straight. Ask same question to Tenma from Street Connect. I've got flight fun. Let's go for you, Jerry. Oh, but man, I'm so bad in social situations. I don't have. Ouch! Oh my god, is this a Nico Yasama character? Opening up my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. What? Is this a meme? This is a meme? What? Iron legs? That's cooked, man! Or she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs end in shins, and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. What would she do for a 100k stream? Oh my god. Stop it! They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. Then you make her on for 13 months. Feet reveal? My god, dude. What if it's 100? Imagine this. Imagine. It's 2025. It's a year, it's sometime in the future. Your favorite VTuber, Jelly Hoshiumi, has finally reached 100k. I'm going to do a fate reveal stream, she tweets. Much to your surprise, as you never thought of her as that kind of girl. Imagine. The day comes. Your heart is pounding as you tune into Jelly Hoshiumi's stream. Oh my god, she's finally doing it. I've been waiting for this for X years. You turn on the stream, she turns on her webcam, and she's got no legs. It's just stumps. You can't believe it. All that time, you thought she's worn programmer socks every time she streamed. The programmer socks don't even fit her. No legs. She's a nugget. Sorry, I missed that super chat. What do you say? Jelly, you gotta do a rest stream or a Python stream if you reach 100k. No! Stop it! No, man! What? Go hug your mom. mom and say you're sorry right now, Beniza. The girl winces a little, rubs her nose, and jumps up. Oh, she's pretty cute. She is pretty cute. She is pretty cute. It's fine. She won't run away at least. Oh my god! Dude, you can't say that! You can't say that, bro! You can't say that! Oh my god! What the heck? Thank you, Sleeping Head, and a Silva. We love jelly stumps. I actually have legs, alright? I've got feet, I've got toes. Thank you, Cooper, to 5 months. Not just wood, will. God bless you. God bless you. God, the priest's confession booth is always open for people like you. Thank you, Niaga de Suba. No legs will make it easier for Lulu to kidnap you. Her kidnapping me? Good one. Jelly's too good at puzzle games to be stumped. Thank you so much for the super. Nugget Hoshiumi. Thank you, Nia, for the 3 months. Jelly Nugget, you mean Jelly Bean? I'm gonna end myself. Oh man. Hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going, and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She's looking really apologetic, in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Ouch. Oh god. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest. And I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself. Don't forget your medication. And most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stare at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need. I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time, and take a deep breath. You know, doesn't a heart condition make it kind of hard to, you know, experience any romantic endeavors? Perchance? Probably. Oh, I mean... Oh. Well, isn't that kind of... Oh my god. That's interesting. Yeah, like, you know, like, fall in love and stuff like that. Yeah. No, not about the poor blood flow. Oh my god! It's not about that! Oh my... Okay, moving on. She just knocked the wind out of me. Big time. But it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay. I said I was fine and nothing's broken. No harm done. That's good. I was... Hisao, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried. More than what the situation deserves, really. His heart is bad enough to be sent to the school for disabled. That's true. That's true. Sorry, it's my fault. I was just gonna get some stuff, and I was kind of in a hurry. That someone here is Emmy, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Ah! She's doing a cat mouth! Hi, Lily, Hanako. I guess the girls know each other. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. I wanna meet the wheelchair girl. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute I find myself smiling. I like her. I like her quite a bit. I like her because she's small and cute. And I know that. I was just... I gotta go. Teacher'll have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I've got to change and everything. Before any of us can say a thing... Oh my god, her footsteps. Before any of us can say a thing, Emmy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? There are more rules in Yabaku than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Emmy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then? Lily heads off along the hallway, and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags, as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. Oh, that's sweet! Oh, that's so cute! They have all their food together every day. Oh! So, is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That, and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last, after Lily's poured the tea for us and sits down. Oh, it's cute. Aww! Ah, she's cute! Ah! The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil for Misha and Shizune. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. And Mr. Jerry, oh, thank you! I missed you too. So, how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seemed a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and again, and being crash-tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess. You look pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I held it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Hey Jelly, hi! Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a little bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they're buying it. But in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's bound to be a story involved. That's true. I think it would be really rude to ask. Makes sense. His disability is, a heart condition. I think it's, what is that? Tachycardia? A rhythm, a rhythm, arrhythmia. It's arrhythmia. It's not tachycardia. Wait, tachycardia is a heart rate that's faster than normal or more than 100 beats per minute at rest. Okay. So it's arrhythmia, where it's where it beats irregularly. Arrhythmia with the brachycardia, the opposite of tachycardia. Brachycardia? Brachydios from Monster Hunter. The existence of Brachydios implies the existence of Tachydia. Tachydia. So, how long have you been in the school? You seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of high school as well, and moved into the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. That's right, since high school. So, you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them. Though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well. I can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I'd better be off. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she's considering skipping class. Maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. Yes. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I filing out before her. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways, Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me in and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. What the heck? We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Misha and Shizune are both missing as well. I wonder if it's some informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of the school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd. Is it just me, or is this game's like audio balancing kind of weird? Like there's some songs that are really loud and some songs are really not loud. It's odd. At the hospital, I have 24 hours a day of free time, but here filing the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. It's not me. Oh, it makes sense. Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. What you say? I'm sorry, I'll turn it down! Alright, that's better. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. What is it, Nakai? I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I'd do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he's holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment, I'm reminded of Shizune, but a teacher is more unhurried and relaxed, much more routined. You have no plans? No. I considered joining a club, but don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone else's club. Might pique your interest. I guess. I don't know how to continue from there. Muto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. But I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't want to deal with people. I mean, the other students. I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I'd be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like, it feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird if I ignore them. I mean, a good point. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. I mean, that's fair. I mean, if I were him. I would assume that people with disabilities like want to be treated as normal people too, right? Like most people with disabilities, like I don't know, like I constantly talk about wanting to Tokyo Drift my friend who's in a wheelchair, and they seem to be fine with it. Like, they laugh about it and everything. So I'm gonna assume that everybody's like them. You know? So something like that. What? Yeah, like you're on wheels all the time. Isn't that kind of cool? Right? Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it might be better to look at the bright side of things. I mean, I don't have a lot of friends with disabilities, so yeah. I think pitying them might be the worst thing you can do, because if I were disabled, I wouldn't want to be pitied. You know, so it's like anything but pitying them. It's kind of like taking it into consideration, being aware of it, but not ignoring it or like being cold about it or like pitying it or something and being like, oh my god, I'm so sorry you don't have any legs. It'll be something like, hey, with those metal legs, can you walk through lava or something like that? I think that'd be cool. But yeah, if you have like prosthetic metal legs, does that mean you can like walk in hot water and be cool? That's crazy, right? That sounds condescending, but it's a genuine question, right? Like, we're debuffed because we can't walk through lava. I wouldn't know. I think it's badass. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe plastic legs? I don't know. Prosthetic legs can run faster than natural legs? Really? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. The teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone, even if they're blind or something. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? That's so true. Obsidian prosthetics would be super cool. Yeah, true. Would you rather be completely deaf, blind, or like a double amputee? I don't know. Good question, actually. Can I pick neither? I guess I'd be deaf, but then if I were to suddenly become, if I were like deaf from birth, that'd be like fine. But if I were to suddenly become deaf like right now, I think I'd kill myself. Cause like I mean, I guess I could cope, but like after making a career for myself that revolves solely around hearing, I'm gonna be as useless as like a worm if I become deaf. Yeah, so I wouldn't choose to be deaf. I wouldn't choose to be blind either. Base extremist response? I don't know. I think this is just a personal opinion. Like, I respect everybody who tries their best, even if they're disabled or even if they suddenly become disabled. Like, that MasterChef girl who, like, became blind and still won MasterChef. I think those people are really respectable and they have, like, really awesome willpower and everything. But I wouldn't have that kind of willpower. I'd just kill myself. You know? Yeah, that's just me. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? Or Hanako. It's not like you can ignore her face. But I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Teacher! They're disabled because there's no pylon nearby. True. Misha crashes in, hands straight in, an enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts towards the teachers' desks. Thank you, Harry, for the 5. I mean, we all joke about your femcell disability and how devastating your inability to tote your drift into a man is for your mental well-being. What? No, I'm definitely not disabled. If anything, I am like pretty good, pretty well abled. Pretty abled. I am abled. Ableist? Is that what they call it? Or is like ableist like about being, is like being racist towards abled people? She starts towards the teacher's desk with a bouncing step, hands energetically swinging with the rhythm. The most oppressed group, the abled. Okay. So you're all ableist. Muto, visibly dismayed at the interruption and Misha in general, slumps in his chair. Mikado? Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea what. The most oppressed of all? Gamers? Honestly, without gamers are behaving nowadays, I would oppress them too. They deserve the oppression. Is that racist? Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensible. Yes. Yes? We have talked about volume control before. Yeah, I think all gamers should be oppressed. Maybe we should like... Okay, I can't say anymore. I'll be demonetized on YouTube. But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So, what is it? You're a gamer too? Yeah? That makes that... no, I'm not. I mean, maybe I am. But like, what if I don't identify as a gamer, huh? What if I don't identify as a gamer? You didn't even ask, you didn't even... Why'd you just assume my race? Huh? While you're playing games? But that doesn't make me a gamer. Just cause I wear pants doesn't make me a man. God, I hate gamers. We need help! We're running out of supplies for the festival stands! This is a distress! She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. Why are you gamer? You're a gamer. You're a gamer. Hi, Jelly. Just woke up randomly, so I'm here now. Hope you've been well, girly. Thank you, Bunty. Welcome back, Thomas. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. Jelly, we really hate gamers play Dust. What the heck is a Dustborn? Oh, hell nah. Saw like one picture of it. No thanks, man. You'd have to kill me to make me play that game. So, go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that? Plywood! Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more as there was only a little, but at that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's none left there. So do you know where there is some? I don't understand. How would I know? I'm thinking based? No, dude. Dude, look. It's just safe to say, dude, like modern games, they've lost the plot, man. Like where are my hot girls? Where are my sexy women? Where are my non-twinkified males? They've lost the freaking plot. Now we just have non-conventional designs. Man, it sucks. Like, gamers are not playing your games because they suck, dude. Not cause... whatever. Anyways. Thank you, Simon, for the super. Jesus. I don't know, man. I just think games are so ugly nowadays. Why? Why are they so obsessed with making things ugly? Like, that's so inclusive. Like, brother, I just want my hot women. Give me my GTA. I want my hot ladies and my cute girls and my... What the heck? ZZZ is beautiful though, dude. It's slop. Isn't ZZZ just Kumar Genshin? Pretend for being so based? How is that based? It's literally just what everybody's thinking, but nobody's saying it because people that literally do not matter are so much louder than the people who actually play video games. Like, shut up, man. Like, literally, you don't play these games. So shut up if you're gonna yap about how much you want this inclusivity that, inclusivity this, and you're gonna cry and cry for some inclusivity in your stupid video games, and then you don't play the game anyways, and these people listen to you because they also want to be also inclusive. And then they don't, and then nobody buys your game and it shuts down in 3 days, and you're like, oh my god, why is nobody playing the games? And you're like, wah. People are so mean nowadays. Like, hello, just make one hot woman in your game. I don't think I'm saying anything wrong. I don't think I'm saying anything wrong. I don't think I'm saying anything like, you know what I'm talking about. Like thank you for the super pyromaniac, bro. The women yearn to be objectified. Who am I to deny? What's wrong with hot women? I look at hot women and I'm like, I want to be her. I don't look at ugly women and go like, I want to be her. I don't want to be ugly. Like, even the women in KATAWA SHOUJO look so much better than whatever garbage we're getting in 2024. This sucks. I hate modern gaming. This sucks. I hate it all. I hate it. I hate it all. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hear where you're coming from. I wonder if I'm saying anything wrong. I wonder if whatever is. I wonder if anybody here thinks not. You know. It's fine as Vienna's great. It's actually good and the characters are neat and well written. Agree. I want to be a hot woman too. Right. 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 God. Muto looks like he's in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the player base that actually plays video games, like men, don't really go on Twitter and cry about this particular woman type being included in their video game. You know, we kind of just shut up and play the game. We're like, oh, sick! Another new game, another new Metal Gear Solid game's out. Awesome! Ooh, Crash Bandicoot. You know, well, like, all the interesting women with interesting bios in their Twitter go like, oh my god, this game sucks! It objectifies women! Look, she's in a bra and she's in a helicopter. This sucks! This stinks! We're being objectified! And then devs, obviously, they go on Twitter, they're like, oh crud, this thing has 100,000 likes, 99,000 of which do not play video games. And they're like, okay, looks like we have to clothe this woman. And then people who like less clothed women look at the game and be like, oh my god, why is my sexy woman being censored? And then you're like, okay, I don't like this game nearly as much as I did before. And then you repeat this like 6 times, and eventually you're like, okay, time to move on. I don't know. There are men who do that? Okay, men and women. Sorry for not including men and women. But I cry on Twitter whenever Jelly is in streaming. I don't know if it's true. 2024 games are all ugly. Jelly Solitaire was pretty solid. Jelly Solitaire was the last good game of 2024. Also Jelly Puzzle games. Also the Phase Jam. Also Abiotic Factor. I think that game's pretty good. Thank you, CJ, for the super head pads. Thank you. Thank you, Conclaimer, for the member. Welcome back. Hello, welcome. God, am I losing the plot? I'm losing the plot. I also wanted to talk about something else, but I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Thanks for being Jerry. Thank you, Dustblood, for the 14 months. Also, I just want to complain about. Is it just me? Is it just me? But it feels like I've said this before, but it feels like gamers are just like What is up with live service slop? Like, you like a game releases and it's like 50% finished, and then gamers being as dumb as they are, they buy it anyways. And then they're like, oh no, it's gonna, you know, be it's gonna be a full game in approximately 6 months' time. And then gamers being absolutely insane, they buy it. They buy the promise, and the game becomes the biggest game that company has ever sold. And then everybody does the same thing, and now all modern games are garbage on release. God, don't play it on God! Oh, it makes me so mad. Oh, it makes me so angry. Thank you, Allison Yama, Super. Jelly card set graphics better than AAA games. So true. Pokemon! Pokemon is the biggest offender. Screw you, Game Freak! Release full games! Please stop releasing. Please stop releasing DLCs. What is wrong with you guys? Oh my god. I don't get it. I wish we could just all go back in time. I'll go back in time. Back to 2014, 2013. We're back. The 3DS just released. Oh my god, this thing is awesome. It's like a little handheld computer. You can play Nintendo games on it. It's got 2 screens. That's so gimmicky. Yay! Nowadays it's just one controller, but you got a screen in the middle of the controller. Wow, so innovative. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. And the controller is stick drift. I'm gonna mold. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's 2006. It's 2006. It's 2006. It's 2006. It's 2006. The era of the internet has just begun. Thank you, Sign, for the super. Thank you, Makasu, for the 5 members. Everybody, welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Hong Kong guy for the super, too. I love it when they end my online service when the console is still perfectly usable. Me as I cry, holding my pink 3DS in hand, sobbing. I literally cannot play any online games anymore, nor can I buy games from each. They are literally turning out free money. I would have bought like 3 more games, 4 more games, 5 more games. Thank you, Malcolm, for the super. The definition of insanity? Dude, can they just like get their grubby hands off of the game? Can they just not buy the games? Oh my god, they have like this they have this addiction to spending money. Like they have just so much money to burn on like crap games. Thank you, Baniza, for the super. Thank you, Makasu, for the 2 months. Thank you, Eagle, for the super. Thank you, Rishi, for the super. Thank you, Arpo, for the super. Most slop games or movies of some sales only rely on existing famous IPs. That's why the new Sony game's not working. Dude, how? I think it's just things becoming more accessible, I guess. I guess it's not really about IPs. It might be about like, I don't know why things are selling so much now. I don't know why game sales are going up with each garbage game like so-and-so AAA game company releases. Oh my god. So when did you buy a new Pokemon again? I think Sword and Shield was not bad. They got us twice, alright? Okay, so first was Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was at mid. What was before Sword and Shield? Like, fool me once. I mean, I gave them... Okay, so Sun and Moon was great. I love Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield was after Sun and Moon. I still had hope. I liked it. I liked Sword and Shield. I was still kind of like curry pilled. I love the curry thing. And I had a lot of fun with it. And I was shiny hunting and everything. And then we had like some like little spin-off games in between. And then we had Scarlet and Violet, which is the next main line, right? So I bought it on launch. And it was bad. It was bad. It was so bad. I'm not buying the next one. I didn't like Alola that much. I did. I love Alola. It was my favorite gen. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Oh my god, we've lost the plot. We've lost the plot. Arceus, I didn't like it. I played it for like 20 minutes. Was Alola the one without gym battles? Yeah, it was. I liked it. It was the one where you could like design your hair. And you had the best rival in the entire game series. Gamers are the most oppressed disabled group? No, gamers are just disabled. They're not even, I mean, if they are oppressed, then they deserve the oppression. But they're straight up disabled. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I love Alola. I think it was so, like, so cute. I think it was so cute. Game Freak was not ready for Switch. None of their new titles are better than the DS ones. Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I think they should really stop focusing on 3D and just go back to sprites. Like straight up, just go back to lower tier graphics. You don't have to make your game look so pretty. Also, another thing that I'm really ticked off at is the obsession with graphics nowadays. I don't care about your ray tracing, super NVIDIA, super ultra, I don't even know the word for graphics. I don't even know any other buzzwords for graphics. I think the obsession with graphics in games, and then the graphics is what inflates the game to become 300 gigs, is mental. It's insane. I think it's stupid. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna look at your game that much. I'm gonna pass a brick that this guy spent 20 hours modeling with too many polygons that it should have, and I'm not even gonna breathe at it. I'm not even gonna pay attention. It's just gonna pass by the bottom left corner of my screen, and I'm not even gonna care. Jelly, I started playing Baba Is You because of you. It doesn't need next-gen graphics to be a great game, just over 100 MB. I agree. I mean, look at Abiotic Factor. I think that game's like the best game I've ever played. One of the best games I've ever played. And that game has like 3 polygons in their base model. Modern AAA games look worse than 10-year-old stylistic graphics anime. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, that game isn't even that big. It's so old. But the graphics look just as good as the ones we do not like. It's getting, like, it's diminishing returns. Okay, back to the game. Is Red Dead Redemption... Wait. Is it only 6 years? Oh, it's only 6 years. Okay, it's not that old. But yeah, I don't think graphics have advanced in the past 6 years. Yeah, even TF2 looks good. Dude, even Gary's mod looked great. Gary's mod looked awesome. And now the PS5 Pro! $700! No disk drive! No stand! No games! And gamers being the funny little guys they are going to buy it anyway! Cause they don't have a brain. Back to the Katawa Shoujo. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there was any. God, freaking gamers. JM Dit 2001, thank you very much. Welcome. Dropping by to say Emmy is best girl. Understandable. 700 one PS5 Pro or 700 Arizona. 700 or more actually. Because you get a discount if you buy like them in bulk. I would take the 700 Arizonas. Dude, no disk drive, no stand, that's crazy. If you edit, it's gonna melt. They're just console losers, PC master race. PC gamers are just as mental. You guys will pre-order games on Steam without even looking at the reviews, and you're gonna pre-order a next $60 AAA game. And that AAA game isn't gonna be finished. No Man's Sky moment. Aw, what should I do? Perhaps try to find Mr. Nomiya? I'm sure he would know where to find everything you need. But the blood vessels in the model's eyes. Look, Jerry, the detailed eyes in a third-person game. Literally true. Thank you, Pyromaniac Bro, for the suba. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter. No Man's Sky's a redemption arc doesn't excuse what they did on launch, alright? I don't have time, we're so busy. I mean, if you think, if you guys excuse No Man's Sky for releasing a piece of crap on launch, you're going to excuse the next game that releases a piece of crap on launch and go like, oh my god, but it's gonna get better. She holds her head with both her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples a note she's holding against her hair. I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There is so much to do and we are falling behind the schedule. Muto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Oh, thank you, Cheddar, for the member, for the upgraded member. Thank you. You're cool. Muto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't. I wonder if you get some temporary help? He switches to staring at me focusedly, with a hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. Man, I don't wanna, man! Thank you, Baba, for the 5 and 1. Thank you! I guess I can give you a hand. Welcome, everybody. Please enjoy your stay. Man, I don't wanna! You can? Thanks, Hee-chan. You're really nice. Never heard that before. She pauses, does a double take, and then points at me with her finger, yelping, ah! And looking very puzzled. Come to think of it, what's Hee-chan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun. We just had a little chat. Oh no! It's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, Hee-chan? No, I'm not. Is Hee-chan in trouble, teacher? No, he's not. Muto sighs deeply, and I feel that I have to help Misho to get off her teacher's back. So, what do you need? Here's a list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere if there is none in the art room. She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help you, but this has no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not. Aww. Still, thanks, Hee-chan. Try to be quick. We're in a stall building streak now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry. She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it. Nakai, you have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit the hallway. The classrooms closest to ours are designated belonging to classes 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side, and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms that I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Desks and chairs are all around the room. A thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corner, so at least this looks like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. This looks like my lab, like my science lab. Also, it does also look like my art room. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody help? Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. Sitting on the desk is a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform, with a fork between her toes, a morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me aback even more. How'd I miss her before? She's sitting in a corner very still, but I somehow took her as part of the furnishing or a statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in the headlights. She's staring at me, mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence and trying to think if I should. This weird stalemate keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated by only the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Hello. The girl stuffs the forkful in her mouth and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello. I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls, I think. I didn't think there'd be someone here. There isn't. That's why I came here too. She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here then? Oh, she's cute! Oh yeah, she's cute. She raises her eyebrows as if she was suspecting my observation was false. You're pretty observant. I guess it does. But who are you? Okay, I like her. This girl is pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. Hisa Nakai. I just transferred in on Monday. I'm Rin. Tezuka Rin. Rin Tezuka. I won't shake hands with you. But at least we know who we are now. Oh my god, she's got a smug face! That's very nice. Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking about shaking hands or not. It kind of bothers me. Joking about these matters doesn't feel appropriate at all. While I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate and whether this girl is, she seems to have lost interest in me and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are at the back. Go right ahead. But lunch? School's already over for the day. What word would you use then? There's no word for a meal you eat after lunch but before dinner, right? No, it's supper. Wait, no. It bothers me very much too. But I don't really know what I should say. Dinner? Isn't it tea? Tea time? I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. But I'm hungry now and my delicious box lunch would go to waste otherwise. I have curry. It's very delicious. With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the fork between her toes and with at least as much impoliteness, she points it straight at me. So Nakai, what brings you to this place? The other stump girl can't run away. This one will never touch you. Feels bad, man. Thank you, sign for the super. Kind of weird. Like I said, I was told to look for these things. No, the school. From outside, you look fine. Is your problem inside? Oh, I quite like her. You know, I like how upfront she is. Thank you, Maximus, for the suba. I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people. Rin cuts me off before I can answer the question or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. I froze in front of this issue again. I haven't told anyone here about my condition, or maybe it's only because it hasn't really come up. I do get the feeling that not making issues of this is part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if the people here could relate. Probably not better than any normal person could. I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances, or Lily's either. Naturally, while I go over this in my head, Rin keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative look in her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer was written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of dark shadow on the other side. I don't think it's anything in your head, and something in your guts would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. The problem must be in your pants. Now she's just forcing him to say it because he can't. He has to deny that, right? He's gotta deny that, right? This messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement and the sheer lack of tact it was delivered with catches me completely off guard. I think I might have reeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment. So I was right! There's something wrong with your tackle, isn't there? Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to reply something, I spit out the first thing that I can think of. No, nothing like that. I have a heart problem, arrhythmia. I said it, more like blurted it out, but I said it. Hey, she's doing good. I think she's pretty smart. The girl in front of me purses her lips together and glowers at me, looking very disappointed. How boring! Trouble in the pants would have been much more scandalous. What's with this reaction? I'm sorry to let you down. I forgive you. I collect people, and a person with, you know, a kind of problem would have been really great. Collect people? People with different problems. Huh. So you just, like, go around asking people what's wrong with them? Pretty much. God, I love her. I see. What? What? With little left to say, Rin resumes her lunch and the conversation dies away. But I kept thinking about what was said. It's the first time I told anyone else about my condition. All the other people have either known about it already or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't need to know about it, like every other student here so far. Should I have told it as natural part of introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Hisao. I have a very serious heart condition. Is that how I'm supposed to go around introducing myself from now on? As if our disabilities would define us. What a disgusting thought. Or maybe this Tezuka girl just has an unnatural interest in such things. As I walk to the back of the room to pick up the items on Misha's list, a chance opens to study Rin from the corner of my eye. Her hair is a burnt auburn, almost orange and cropped short. Long hair would probably be impossible with no arms. The boy's uniform and the lack of arms make her look very thin, almost scrawny. She's not particularly pretty, except for her murky green eyes, which flicker restlessly from below her short bangs, even when she eats. The distance and the shadows make it seem like they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead, absorb all of it within them like deep wells. She moves her feet almost as deftly as a normal person would use their arms. However, I can see how this sight could discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, at least. I hesitate to think about the word unnatural, but it's too late now, isn't it? I keep searching the cabins and shelves for Misha's things, but after enough time passes, the silence grows too uncomfortable, so I try to force some conversation out of this strange girl. So, do you always eat alone and this late? Or do you get the occasional visitor? Visitors? Maybe you are my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof, if she's not horsing around. Horsing? She likes to do sports. Oh. And that's all I can think of to say. Both of us fall silent again as Rin forks the last bits of her meal to her mouth. Oops. I look down at my haul and double check it with Misha's list. It seems I have everything except plywood. So I think I have all the things now. That's very nice for you. Don't feel obliged to stay. I was just about to take a nap anyway. You need to do whatever you're gonna do with that stuff anyways, right? Or perhaps you like to watch girls sleeping? Nah. I'm not sure what to make of this, but Rin looks serious. Even if I did, I think I have to be going. I'll catch you around, Tezuka. You can call me Rin. I feel that our relationship is at this point good enough to warrant this much. Bro, we've met for like 3 minutes. I was already turning to make my exit, but she draws me back in. Fine, then I'm Hisao. Then you are. So awkward. Rin looks at me hard in the eyes, but that intimidating feeling you get when someone stares at you isn't there. I'm so in. It's like she's actually not looking at me at all. She blinks a couple of times, and I can't figure out why a pause like this just popped between us out of nowhere. See you later, Hisao. There's something like a tiny smile in there. Is there something like a tiny smile there in her face, maybe? I quietly back out the room. As I shut the door in front of my face, I whisper to myself. What an intriguing person. From inside, I hear a muffled sing-song voice. I heard that! What is she here? I jump at the sudden appearance of Misha, who I had not heard approaching despite the completely empty hallway. Somehow, she had gotten to jumping distance of me without making a sound. Creepy. It briefly reminds me of Kenji's nutty theory about a global feminist conspiracy, but I push that thought aside. Shizune, standing slightly behind Misha, looks aloof as she couldn't have heard the remark that drew Misha's attention, but Misha is visibly excited. No, wait. More importantly, who's in there? There's no club meetings today. She tries to curiously peek past me, even though the door prevents her from seeing anyway. What are you doing here? You took so long that we had to come check what's wrong. That's no good, Hee-chan. She wags her finger at me scoldingly. I found plywood, but everything else is still missing because you are tardy. Oh, sorry. I got the things here. Was just gonna bring them. I think you were up to some mischief, Hee-chan. Who was in there with you, I wonder? Misha signs something quickly to Shizune, pointing at her own ear a couple of times. Shizune immediately pushes her way past me and opens the door into the classroom I just left. Dude, what's your problem? I can only imagine the shock she's experiencing. With Shizune's diligence and attitude, the insolence of daring to deface school property by sleeping on top of it must be too much to bear. And indeed, she stares at Rin, frozen in place apart from the slight but noticeable trembling of her shoulders. From suppressed rage, I'm sure. Instead of blowing up, Shizune just takes a few deep breaths, adjusts her glasses, and slams the door shut, turning the sign furiously at Misha. Misha did blow up, but I just can't understand it. She shoots a very loaded stare at me too, as if it was somehow my fault that Rin is sleeping on one of the tables. Yeah, maybe it's good that this girl can't talk. I hope she's not getting any funny ideas about the reason of my tardiness. Hello? Rin's voice comes from the other side of the door, and it takes a few eye blinks to realize she might have trouble opening it. True? I open the door to find Rin directly behind it, looking at us with a half-interested, half-sleepy face. Hello. Miss Tezuka, what do you think you were doing? You're absolutely not permitted to use school property for such disgraceful activity. It sure is suddenly very crowded in here. I didn't know I was this popular. It's hard to say whether she's happy or unhappy about this turn of events. At any rate, she ignores Shizune or Misha's scolding, so they have no choice but to drop the issue. God, she's so based. Shizune taps Misha's shoulder, points at Rin, and makes some quick signs. Popularity aside, please don't do that anymore. Anyway, how is your project going? Will it be done for the festival? Rin looks at them blankly, apparently at ease under the pressure Shizune's cold stare is putting on her. I keep wondering about that myself too. And? We'll think about it harder. I love her! I love her! As Misha signs a reply to Shizune, her face turns into an unsatisfied frown. Miss Tezuka, please try to take this seriously. It'll be a disaster if the wall looks like somebody threw up their lunch onto it. Rin nods assertively. We'll think more seriously. Misha actually giggles at that, but Shizune doesn't, not after her translation. She just shakes her head, takes the materials from me, and takes up with Misha in tow. Oh my god, she's so funny. She just doesn't care. She reminds me of myself. Rin frowns thoughtfully as she looks after a retreating student council duo. How rude. It's true though. I must finish my project before the weekend. There will be dire consequences if I don't. The end of the world as we know it. Like weekends usually are, but more dire. Much more dire. Maybe I'll postpone my nap to unforeseen future. I'm about to ask what project she has and what are these apocalyptic consequences, but she walks back into the art classroom. Since you have nothing to do, would you give me a hand? Ha! Get it? Rin is cute. Rin is cute. Hope her arms grow back someday. I don't think that's gonna happen. Since you have met all the girls in Kenji, now please rank them so far. Who's your favorite and so on? Rim, I have? I've met them all already? I thought there was a girl in like a wheelchair. This paint can doesn't fit into my bag, but I need it. She kicks lightly at a huge can of paint that's lying on the floor next to the table she was sitting and sleeping on. I actually was gonna say that, like, when I first met her, like, she looks like the painting character. She looks like the painter character. There's no wheelchair girl? Oh my god, I thought there was a wheelchair girl. I saw her in the classroom. Oh man. Oh man, I was looking forward to some girl in the wheelchair. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Aww. Oh, but yeah, she does look like a painter character. You know, painting with her feet and everything. I think that's a bit cliche, but yeah. It lets out a dull clang. Being the gentleman I am, I naturally pick it up. Heavy. Yeah, sure. Where do you need to take it? Away. And with that, she takes off to the hallway, me and the paint can following since there's little choice for either of us. The hallway is quiet and empty now with Shizen and Misha gone, so we too leave towards the stairwell at the other end. Every 10 or 15 or 20 steps I have to change the can from one hand to another, because the thin handle cuts into my palm. At least it keeps my arms from tiring too fast. Rin strolls on beside me with an uneven pace that I have trouble matching. Maybe I am walking weird because of the extra weight. It seems one of us is constantly walking too slow or too fast, and I can't figure out which. 2 flights of stairs below, trouble appears in the form of the head nurse and his fox-like grin. Ah, Mr. Nakai, what a happy coincidence. Tezuka too, of course. He nods courteously to Rin, who does not acknowledge him back, then turns to me because obviously it's me who he had some business with. There's something I forgot to mention on Monday. I nod and wait impassively, because I can't even begin to guess what he forgot. The feeling of the handle delving deeper into my skin doesn't make me feel enthusiastic about this interruption either. It's about your medications. Since you haven't been that long on your current medications, there might be some unexpected side effects, which might require adjusting dosages or even changing to another kind of medication. So we will do a few tests regularly, but what I'd want is for you to keep an eye on everything in your condition that feels off, if you get what I mean. Nausea, headache, anything, then come see me if something happens. Alright. So, how are you? Everything fine? I give up and drop the can to the floor before answering him. Apparently this takes longer than my biceps can handle. I'm about to say something generic as an answer, but then I realized how often I've done that lately. Thank you, Solomon, in 3 months. I would put my hands over fire for Rin. Same, I like her. Other people have asked me about that too. Teachers and students here. My parents, visitors, nurses, doctors at the hospital. Everyone seems to be concerned about that. It's natural for a hospital, not so much for a school. Everyone seems to be concerned about that. This is a small school, and both the student base and the faculty seem to be very tightly knit. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. And this is not the kind of school that gets transfer students so often. The thought sends shivers on my spine, but I give a generic answer anyway. That's great. Also, one other thing. My sources tell me that you've been neither the school track nor even the pool, so I'd like to know if you've taken up exercising as I asked. Of course I haven't, but his way of inquiring gives me the feeling that I should have been running my ass off on the track since the very first day. Bro, dude, it's been 3 days! You have people spying on me? Not as such. I just happen to know a few people. But that's not the issue here, so don't try to slip out of it. Well, I was actually just doing some improvised weightlifting as an exercise. I pick up and lift the can up and down a few times like some sad imitation of a bodybuilder, even though it's weighing down on my arms painfully. The stupid grin disappears from his face for a second, then comes back like it was never gone. Tezuka, would you give us a second? The nurse grabs me by the shoulder without waiting for Rin's permission, which she didn't need in the first place, and drags me aside. When I told you to exercise, I wasn't joking. I understand that you're still on your first week and all, but please don't ignore the importance of this. The reason I'm coming down this hard on you is that habits are not easy to form. The more you slip and postpone, the harder it'll be. It's the same with everything, like dieting. Can you promise me to be more serious about this from now on? Dude, what? Do I die? Do I literally die from this? If I say maybe, do I literally die? I mean, I would prefer to not die, you know? Yeah, I promise. Definitely. He studies me for a moment and then shrugs, smiling again. Okay, that's more like it. If you go to the school track tomorrow morning, you'll meet my spy, who probably has no qualms offering consultation to you if you want to jog a bit. Consultation? See you around. He leaves with a wave of his hand and no answer, and I walk to Rin, who has been waiting, idly leaning against the hallway wall and staring at the pale lighting fixtures in the ceiling. Yeah, I would prefer to not die, you know, like I would prefer to live. I think living is pretty cool. Even when I approach, she doesn't move her eyes off them. Are you getting medications for your heart thingy? Were you listening? It comes out more accusatory than I intended, accidentally lashing out on her. But even so, I don't really want to start talking about it. I just met her. I don't know her. It's not her business. The nurse seems to be happily ignoring about confidentiality too, talking about that kind of thing in public. But it's not Rin's fault, is it? I look up at her, suddenly feeling a bit guilty, but Rin is just staring past my shoulder, quizzically, her head tilted like a bird's. Sigh. I don't know why this is so hard for me. It feels like there's some inexplicable lock that prevents me from being more upfront about this. Yeah, they're for my heart. Will they make you better? No, not really. They just make me a little less worse. Rin keeps looking at me for a while longer, and she neither says anything further, nor displays any kind of emotion I could discern. I'm thankful that she doesn't. I think I'm still not quite used to all this. At the hospital it was easy, but I still haven't sorted my feelings about having to live a normal life with this disability. Bye-bye, Jelly, bye-bye! We leave the main building, and Rin leads us onwards towards the dorm. We stop at the small patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. The dorm is built on slightly elevated ground, with a wall and few trees that everyone has to circle around every time they come or go. It's probably the only inconvenient design in the school. The entire wall, made of the same kind of bricks as the building itself, has been covered with some sort of painting. Most of it is still mere sketches, quick lines drawn with black and white against a gray plastering that covers almost the entire length of the wall, but some places look a bit more finished. There are human faces and legs and hands. I can't quite say what the painting as a whole might portray. Stacks of what seem to be paint cans are arranged in piles on the ground, beside the wall. See, the left side is hardly off the ground yet. It's because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. Then it was suddenly morning. I have to work on it, but the guys from art class are helping with the negative spaces and base surfaces whenever, which is a problem. It's easier to paint big areas if there are a lot of people with hands. The reach is better, and it's faster too. She goes on a tangent of a tangent, waving a little with her arm, or whatever of it there actually is, to demonstrate even though I got the point already. The white cotton on her sleeve flaps around, and it makes me think it could look sadder than it does. But it makes me feel out of place, like almost every tangible reminder of the student bases, special properties, has in the last few days. The girl doesn't notice my dreary feelings, of course, or the fact that she lost me a while ago already, and just keeps on blabbering. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if there's something I need to figure out, and then figure that out before it's too late and hope is all lost. Why would the hope be lost? Because paint has to be painted, then it has to dry, and then it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. It takes time. She finally stops, apparently thinking she's made some kind of a statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. So, this is your project? You did this? Yes. All of it? Yes. Nice, but I stumbled with my words, suddenly feeling like I've walked straight into the minefield of political incorrectness. It's okay. You can say it. I probably won't get mad. I blush really hard. I don't really know what would be the right thing to say, if any. It feels that I'm way more sensitive than Rin is, though. This is really awkward. Don't you want to ask? How do you paint without hands? See? I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet. I almost guessed it already, but isn't that hard to do? You're good at guessing. Anyway, I don't think it is, but maybe I'm used to it by now. I can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but seeing how adept she was at using her feet to eat, I figure painting might not be a problem either. Neither of us has anything more to add to the subject. The afternoon light works pretty well. I was afraid it would look too flat, but it's not like that after all. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I want to see what it looks like in dim light. Don't you think it's flat? Well, paintings tend to be flat. Not like that flat. You know, flat? Like some people are no substance, no meat where there should be some. You know, a few girls who... Okay, I get it. But I couldn't really tell. I'm not that good with art. I can't name any artists or artistic terms. So I don't really have anything to say. Rin shrugs her shoulders at that, saying suit yourself without saying it, and looks up at the sky as if trying to look for something up there. I didn't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lamp like the ones they have at the sports track, but there weren't any. What does Jelly have to say about this? Like the girl with no arms? I think she's kind of relatable, you know? I like people who are like upfront about things. You know, I think they're neat. I think they're cool. I think people who are not too sensitive are cool. She ate her hands. Oh, bro, what do you mean a flat comment? Never mind! How long until I get back to my dorm? Rin sure is quick to recruit my help, as was Shizune. It really makes me feel that the festival is such a big project that every pair of hands is needed. Why not? I'm not really sure if I can be of any help, though. It's just mixing some paints. You can do that. Probably. Do you have motor control problems? Like, you know, those people who have some? Cerebral palsy, maybe? Not that I know of. I get it. Heart thingy has nothing to do with that. She gives me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. So she sits on an empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare right foot. I open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents into shallow bowls for mixing. The thick paints flow lazily from the can to the bowl like syrup. I mix them, creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirl patterns that melt quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Rin sets to work, every now and then asking me for a hand with something or the other. Finding different brushes is easy enough, But mixing the paints to be the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing in her head is a frustrating ordeal. She wants precision down to the last millimeter before she's satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at best. Add half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green. This green. I carefully pour the other green paint into the mixing bowl. No, that's almost a whole splash. More white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the artist here. A hint of smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, it's just that I have no idea. It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. With this exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly wider. That's not good. It has to be like the color when you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream, but can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of seasons, or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. As a model painter, I'd eat the paint. What? Seeing a painting being born in the plastered wall feels like magic. I spend the moments I have between mixing paints, crouching down on the paving, and just looking at her work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Rin doesn't seem to mind the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of the other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from a few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us says a word for the longest time. And even those short discussions soon evolve into a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues, as if there was some need to conserve words and breath and sound. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. Okay, I think that's a good time to end the stream. You've said I met all the girls, right? I met all of them. I've met all the girls. Yeah. Now pick one. I like Rin. I also like Hanako. I think Rin, Hanako. I think the Twin Tails is pretty cute too. But I like Rin. I don't know. I feel like Rin. I feel like there's some sort of gap moe, you know? Like she's so dead on the inside. Wouldn't it be fun to like? Wouldn't it be interesting to see her flustered for once? Because she seems like the type who would never get flustered. Right? There's like some sort of gap moe. It makes me want her. And then there's Kenji, of course. You know, that's so cute. True? Just like me? No, I don't have any gap moe. What are you even talking about? Good one. Yeah. No legs McG. Okay, what the heck? Okay. Anyways. I think this game is pretty interesting. We didn't get to meet Kenji again. Yeah, there was no Kenji this entire mode. Yeah, I haven't met Emmy enough. I met her a little bit. But I think we'll get to meet more Emmy if we hang out with Rin. You know? I think I might go for Rin's route. I like Rin. There's not my favorite trope isn't in here though. My favorite trope isn't in here. What a shame. I was hoping that the wheelchair girl I saw in the intro would have been her, but oh my god, no, Kenji streams a bust. It's Jover. No enemies to lovers. I'm starting to like she's in a less and less. You know? Like it's not like she's doing anything wrong. She's like, you know, student council. So she's a little bit like stiff, but yeah. Thank you, Maximus, for Suba. As someone who is trying to get into creating visual novels, I find this story interesting. Yeah, I think the way they tread around the disability thing is pretty interesting. I like paint. I like paint too. Yeah. Anyways, the klutz girl isn't in here. The shy klutz girl. The oops my bad girl isn't in here. I mean, she kind of is, I guess. The athletic girl. Emmy? The country bumpkin girl isn't in here. Sad. You know, like that. You know, like the oh, man, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like anime girls, I fall a lot for their voice. So them not having a voice in here makes me kind of like. It makes it harder for me to get into this, you know. Lily is more of like an ojo-sama. The concept art had a lot more characters. Can I look at the concept art of this game? KATAWA SHOUJO concept art. Wait, there was gonna be a singular blind girl? No! Rin, my beloved? Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the lolly and Rin. I think I like them both. But what lolly? Emmy is a lolly. She's the short one. She's like the little kid character. Yeah, the twin tails. Thank you, Ipayama Super. Yeah, Emmy. Emmy's the lolly character. Right? Short and flat? Yeah, it's basically like a lolly type. Yeah! Okay, anyways, thank y'all for coming tonight. Thank you. She's more shorty than a lolly. Dude, but the text keeps saying stuff like something like whatever. You'll see what I mean if you just look at the text again. Okay, thank you. Hanako's cute too, but it's a bit difficult, you know, like I'm not good with shy girls. It feels like it's gonna be hard. You know, I'd rather I don't know. I think Hanako is cute, but Rin. But my deadpan eyes waifu. I don't know. I don't actually have like that much of a type. I I would say what my favorite visual novel character is, but I think I would get. I don't think I should. Thank you, Nushi Sushi, for 11 months. The text say you're a hag. I'm not. No, Hanako's not really a shy klutz. She's like a you know Hanayo from Love Life? That's the kind of shy klutz I'm thinking about. Okay, no, Saya's just peak. Saya doesn't conform to any type. Saya's just straight up peak. There's nothing you can say or do to convince me otherwise. But yeah, I'm doing Rin first. Yeah, and another girl, a very particular purple-haired cat girl. That's also a peak character that has like the shy moe kind of feel. That's all. Thank you everybody for coming today. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you guys next week. Did you save? I saved. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I hope you have a fun weekend, a calming weekend, a relaxing weekend, or an exciting weekend. I hope you have a good weekend, a good day, a good everything ahead. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Goodbye for now. I'll see you again. So don't feel down, okay? Come hang out the next time I'm here. I'll be around, my dear. If you miss me, no, I'll miss you too. So when we meet again, tell me I love you. Goodbye for now. I'll see you again. So don't feel down, okay? Come hang out the next time I'm here. I'll be around, my dear. Bye. Bye-bye. Wait a second. Dead? Oh, it's not dead. We good.